Welcome, 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 collectives. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. I want to welcome you back, no matter what time of day it is that you have found this message. I am super grateful that you are here. Okay, guys, we're going to jump right into the download as usual. Tonight's download is kind of like a double header. There are two messages coming through very strong. And this one was so interesting because it almost seems like the two messages coming through, one may not have something to do with the other, but as we pull the cards here, we'll be able to get a clearer understanding of why these two messages came through so strongly at the same time, or one after the other. So the first message coming through was someone is enabling their child. So there was a strong image of someone enabling a child or really spoiling, dolting over, really encouraging a child in a way that was not beneficial. And what really came through in this download was that this might have been a behavior that someone has been engaging in for a very long time, as in throughout the child's life. And now this child is an adult, and there are certain behaviors that they are continuing, certain behaviors that they continue to engage in that are associated with the way that they were dolted on or enabled as a young child. So basically, the download was speaking about how someone in the energy, or maybe someone in your energy, take the message as it resonates, is someone who was spoiled in a negative way as a child. And so a lot of the behavioral patterns that they're engaging in now as an adult are based off of just lifelong experiences, behavioral patterns, choices, and enablers, people that have been around them, encouraging them to behave in a manner that was not beneficial to themselves. So the second part of the download was going into an energy of someone who's doing a lot, capital ALOT, to get a certain person that looks a certain way. So this part of the download was really focusing on an energy, maybe that is either in your energy, an energy that you're dealing with, or maybe this is how you're feeling. Take the energy as it resonates. Someone here is really focused on external factors rather than internal factors when it comes to acquiring a friendship, a relationship, someone that they want to be around or be in space with. And that energy was coming through so strong that in the download, the person was willing to literally pull every rabbit out of the hat, pull every trick, do everything they could, every manipulation, whatever it was, just to have this person, this energy, because of what it represented to them, or because of what this energy or this person could do for them. So it really came through strongly in the download that there was a lot of focus on physical features and attributes, whether those have to do with attributes associated with like the person's physical body, or maybe they had to do with the person, like what they bring to the table. But there was something really focused about the energy of being drawn to another person due to what they have, and that this other energy would like to have that. And so they have a strong desire for this person, place, or thing. But it was really coming through strongly as a person who is really strongly desiring after another person. And it didn't really seem like in the download that this other person was truly that interested in the person that was really strongly desiring them. So those are the two downloads that came up. So what I want to do now is I want to pull some cards on both of these energies here and just see what's coming up regarding these two topics here. So let's go on ahead and start with, and I hope the sound quality is okay for you guys because I'm not at my desk in my usual area. I'm still away right now, so I'm just doing a sound recording today just to make things easy. So we're going to start with the Pink Tarot, and we're going to start with the first part of the message. Let me just pull this a little closer here. Perfect. Hopefully you can hear me okay. We're going to start with the first part of the message, speaking about someone that is enabling their child. And as I mentioned before, the energy that was coming through very strongly is that this was an adult child who had been enabled, past tense. This is a behavioral patterns, choices, ways of looking at things, ways of viewing things that this person has been engaging in for a very long time due to adults that were around them treating them a certain way. And per usual, guys, the decks are pre-shuffled and charged. I always like to give the decks a little shuffle. Also, definitely, if you have been enjoying the messages and the downloads with the Ora-gen Channel, I want to encourage you to subscribe, like, share, and help us to get the messages out to more individuals. It's a little bit harder these days to kind of bust into the algorithm. YouTube is not very friendly towards tarot, oracle readers, energy readers, people who are giving messages other than just like love messages. So not saying there's anything wrong with love messages, but if you're speaking about topics that, you know, might be a little bit more controversial or maybe more focused on, you know, self-evolution, speaking about experiences that and energies that others are dealing with in the collectives, some of these videos kind of get pushed to the back because it's not something evidently that the algorithm picks up on and moves around very frequently. So the more likes, shares, and subscribes that we have for the channel will truly help us to get the message out. So I want to thank all of my current subscribers, new subscribers, and guests joining the channel. You are so very welcome here, and I'm grateful that you're here. So with that being said, Spirit, let's pull some information here. Let's get a couple cards here, or maybe a few cards on the topic of someone is enabling their child. Let's get one more. We're going to see what these cards are here. One more card, Spirit, if we got it. Oh, that's two. Okay, I guess we're going to go with four. Thank you, Spirit. So we have the Two of Swords. Someone might be an air sign or a Libra, or you might have these in your energy. This is in reverse. So somebody's thinking about the lesser of two evils. Somebody's potentially making a choice or having some kind of confusion regarding a choice. Maybe they're in a state of indecision due to information overload. Something here about not being sure which direction to move. And then we have the Hierophant, and this one's in the upright. And of course, the Hierophant speaking about institutions, tradition, religion, society, and its rules. Also social approval and conformity. Can be wisdom, trust. Somebody might be an earth sign or a Taurus or have that in their energy. And then we also have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Somebody's trying something one more time. But there's definitely some indecision here. And it's interesting, indecision has come up twice. That's a confirmation. And once again, someone might be a water sign. Because we have water here. Queen of Cups in reverse. Inner feelings, self-care, self-love, codependency, and insecurity. Yeah, this is a strong energy. I mean, without even like deeply examining this, just on the surface, somebody I'm looking at here in the energy is from a group, a family, maybe is affiliated with a group or a family. They're very confused or in a state of indecision about something. But whatever it is, they're deciding they're going to try it one more time. Oh, okay. The Eight of Cups in reverse. They're trying to manifest something. They're trying to manifest something. It's not working. They've had to walk away from it. That's why it's in reverse. They're going to try one more time, though. And then the Queen of Cups in reverse. Somebody is in their feelings and feeling insecure about something. So even though they're going to try it one more time, they're not feeling sure about it. They're trying to pick, just like the Two of Swords in reverse, they're trying to pick the lesser of two evils and figure out what is the right choice to make here. But whomever this is affiliated with some sort of group. Maybe they're somebody who is viewed as a person who is a leader or a spiritual leader of some kind. Or maybe they're part of a family that is part of like a group, a spiritual group, or a religious group, or an organization or something that is respected because it's in the upright. So it's almost giving me like, I hate to say something like that, but it's almost giving me like pastor kid syndrome. Like, because you come from a family that's religiously affiliated, you're supposed to be viewed as somebody automatically who's respectful, respectable. And then, maybe due to your upbringing, being coddled in certain ways. And I'm not saying this happens with all like kids that grow up around a religious affiliation, but it can be, because I know I grew up around that myself. Um, it can be one of those things where you see those kids that are like very spoiled and there's a lot of nepotism around them. And so they tend to view themselves a certain way, almost like there's certain things that they can do and get away with that other people cannot, because of who their family is, because of who their lineage is, because of the positions that those family members hold inside of that organization or religious group. This is the energy it's giving me. But it's something here about this energy's behavior. It's like something having to do with their choices that hasn't been working out, but they're going to try it again. And they're trying to figure out, like, move through their feelings. They have some strong feelings about whatever this is. I don't know if this is a choice associated with another person, which it could be. That might be why there's those strong emotional inner feelings. Somebody's codependent and insecure, and they are lacking self-love. And this is speaking to the behavioral patterns that they're engaged in due to being enabled. That's so interesting. This is the first 4 cards to come out. Let's get some information on, let me pull some cards here on, I want to see a little bit more about the character here associated with this behavior. And then we'll go into the second part of the download. So let's look here first and see, Spirit, information on the character of this person that's coming up in this reading here, because this is interesting. This person sounds like they're very confused and all over the place. That's the energy I'm picking up on. It's not an organized energy. It's like, well, I don't know what else to do, so I'm going to try this again. And it's the same thing they've been trying. It's not working. So I just want to see like what is coming up here in regard to what kind of person this is. Okay, Spirit, what do we have here for the collective? Any information on this person? Oh my gosh. I cannot make this up, guys. The first card that just flew out, Lost Soul. Somebody is trying to seek clarity. They're in a state of confusion. They feel defeated and they're struggling. That is the first card that came out. That's who this individual is that is coming up in the download as being enabled. So what we're understanding here is whomever this energy is that's around, whoever resonates with this message in the collective, because this is not the collective. This is someone in collective's energy. Whomever this is like a lost soul. And they are just hanging around your energy and just won't let it go. And as a matter of fact, they've tried some things multiple times and they're not willing to just like stop. It's not working. And they're looking at it, understanding it's not working, and they're going to try it again. And the reason for that is because as it's coming up here, this is a lost soul. This is a person that doesn't really know what else to do. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah. The boss card came up. So somebody that's wealthy is willing to take risks or feels like this is some sort of investment they've made towards collective. This person considers themselves to be a leader, but they are a lost soul. So it's interesting. The lost soul card has an individual, in business attire, but they've got their hands over their face. They look completely lack of confidence. But in the boss card, it looks almost like the same person, but they're sitting in a chair postured as if they are very confident and know what they're doing. So this might also be a person, whomever this resonates with in your energy, that comes off to other people as looking like they're very together. They look like they're confident, together, maybe well-spoken, well-dressed. They're, in a position where others respect them. But really, in the background, when no one else is looking, they feel lost. They feel confused. They're not sure what to do. And for some reason, this is associated with, I believe, not being able to get into your energy or to physically come around you, collective. Oh, I have a very large beetle in my room here. I'm down south right now visiting. So, there could be, I'm not sure what the significance of beetles are, but there could be something here because he kind of surprised me. It could be something in the energy because he just popped up about this individual like popping up. Maybe you aren't expecting this person to show up in your space or to show up physically. Maybe that's what trying it one more time is. Maybe, they're going to try to pop up and see if they can open up communication with you. Something here about a soldier or somebody maybe in the military. Or this could be a person who considers themselves to be a person of loyalty, honor, and integrity. Or maybe that's the way they're viewed in an upright position by others, but truly something else is going on here. This boss energy, the soldier energy, a person who's a healer, somebody that is almost like a shapeshifter, posturing themselves, as a person that has all of these gifts, abilities, and skill sets. But in fact, they're quite lost. They don't know what to do. They don't know what direction to go. They're indecisive and they're confused. This has to do with their upbringing. And this is not to make an excuse, but, collective, if a person is approaching you again and they fit this description, it could be that this, this message is serving as a confirmation as to who this person is. It's interesting. Civil servant came up, guardian of public good, public official, administrative duty, public administration. So there might be somebody who's, a public service person or a civil servant person that is either in your energy or around this person. And I don't know, this might have to do with their employment. Maybe there's somebody that, because I see soldier and civil servant on here, maybe there's somebody that is a federal employee or works for the federal government, or it could be that a person is affiliated with this energy that is a civil servant or works for the government. Very interesting. Anything else we need to know about? Yeah, somebody wants to come towards you because we have the driver card. Somebody wants to come in your direction. So I have the singer card, but this has to do with a performance. Somebody wants to come towards you and put on a performance. It's fake. It's not real. We have gang in reverse. Yeah, they're actually part of whatever this situation is that came up earlier. Somebody who's affiliated with a group or some sort of organization that is considered to be respected, but in fact, that's not really what's going on here. Be mindful about people, from the past or people who you don't really know that well approaching you, in the near future that are speaking from an emotional vantage point, really trying to quickly draw you in with emotion, really posturing as if they're like you and really pushing on that, but there's no basis for it. And for those of you who this message resonates with, this will serve as confirmation. Per usual, I always state that, if you are picking up energies associated with fear and paranoia, this is not your message. This would serve as a confirmation for someone who's already experiencing some of these things, maybe with a person or, this situation happens or is about to happen rather in the future. This would serve as confirmation. Yeah, somebody might be a reader here who's associated with this message. Either you might be a reader, maybe you have a YouTube channel or a social media channel, or you're a reader, who you just read energy or maybe oracle or tarot. You don't have to have a channel to be a reader, but someone here is a reader. But they're also somebody who's a seeker of knowledge, someone who explores information and who pursues knowledge. And I have a feeling that that could be associated with collective, but also could be associated with this person. They might be somebody who gets readings or who actually performs readings. It just depends on, if they have that ability or skill set. But it could be someone who's a reader that's in your energy. But definitely I'm getting a strong energy that somebody wants to approach or come towards you because we have the driver card. Interesting. Okay. Why don't we pick from the roll deck? Let's see what's here. See what the role of this person is. Like, what are they doing? Why are we reading about this, Spirit? Like, why is this coming up? I may have to deal with my little beetle buddy because I feel like he's trying to come over here and hide under the bed. Okay, guys, I'm back. I had to go on a little adventure here with this. I mean, it was huge. It looked like a palmetto bug. It was quite large. And I think, hopefully I didn't injure him. I was just trying to get him outside. But anyways, for some of you, you might want to look up the significance of having like a large beetle appear. It could be something significant. I never really looked that up before. Okay, so we are talking about the role of this person. Spirit, who is this person? Why are we reading about this? So that way we can help collective with this. Looks like there was two that wanted to pop. Let's see what happens if they come back up again. Any information on the role of this person or this energy? So this could be somebody who is into archaeology, adventure, artifact, and excavation. That's interesting. We have the grave robber card. We have champion. This is somebody who's used to winning. So this person, it came up before in the character card. This is a person who likes to do like research, analyzing, understanding things. This is a person like the reader card that I mentioned before that is really interested in acquiring knowledge. And there's somebody that feels they're quite good at that sort of thing. They're typically somebody who's a winner, somebody who comes into the space and is able to take the space over and be the person that others are looking to as an exemplar, somebody who sets the example. Which might also say something about why they're so confused as to how to approach you, collective, because obviously you're not going to be impressed with that if you can sense that there's something else going on in the energy that's not on the up and up, because that's what I'm picking up about this energy. It has something to do with who they are. Yeah, see, aristocrat. Here we go. I was just getting ready to go into that. And then the card pops. I can't make it up. Nobility, privilege, elite, blue blood. So something here about this person and their background, who their family is and how they were brought up. So there's certain beliefs they have about themselves in relation to others. So they might be an individual that others look up to, like I mentioned, the pastor's kid, they have certain privileges, certain things that they're allowed to do because of who their family or their lineage is. I want you to really zero in on that. Because what we're talking about here is a person who believes that they have the right to look at things or do things a certain way due to their upbringing. That's what's coming in here really strong. Whomever resonates with this part of the message. So that download that was speaking about a person who basically was enabled or spoiled, this has created some sort of maybe almost like an arrogant attitude about who they are and what they get to do. And especially in relation to others. This is significant because this is where it comes into play for the collective. Any other information on this, Spirit? Let's see. Let's just flip. Ooh. Yeah, we have the Devil card just popped up here. So somebody's in an energy of like temptation, deception, cunning, betrayal. Yeah. And with the Devil card here in this particular deck, it's like something in the energy here with wanting to lord it over or be in a position of power in relation to someone that they feel is not as powerful as them. And a feeling like they have the right to do that, but also something about, because the imagery on this card, the devil figure is like leaning over, a smaller woman, and the devil figure is in masculine form. So there's something here about, in relationship to others, wanting to feel as if they are in a powerful position, lording it over, in a position of control with others that they feel are not as powerful as them, or less superior to them, and that they really want those who are in that position to really kind of yield their energy to them. And this is where the problem is coming in with the way that they're viewing things. Just looking at the imagery on the cards, there's something here in the energy that looks like this person wants to come in and take control of something. And I think this is why they're in a state of indecision, because they're trying to figure out how they can do this with collective, because collective is not likely to be impressed by whatever physical things they have once they see the attitude and the energy that this person's in. They're not going to be able to sneak past collective, and this is probably why they're in a state of indecision. But there's nothing else for them to do. They're going to try it one more time. So I am not sure. Yeah. The robot card was on the bottom of the deck. So this might be somebody who also is very systemic, very controlled in their behavior. They want to control others, or maybe there is a person or an energy behind this individual that is controlling their actions, or maybe really encouraging them to behave or do things in a certain way in relation to collective. I don't know if somebody's putting them up to something. I'm not sure. Yeah, somebody might be getting puppeteered a bit. But there's also a problem here with the way this person, the choices that this person makes, but it's due to their upbringing. But there also might be some connection here with others that are in a more powerful position than them that is encouraging them to make certain choices or do things in a certain way, because the puppeteer card popped out. Yeah. So that is very interesting. Definitely feel free to leave some comments below. If that energy is popping up around you, looks like the overall message there is it's a warning message that if you have an energy like that around you, or you are aware that someone like that is around you, or someone approaches like that, to be very cautious, because they might be representing themselves as one thing and actually be another. But there's an intention and a motive there to try to gain control of something with collective. I didn't go deep into that because I might need to do a different reading for that, to go deeper into it. But the point being, be very cautious about energies approaching in that manner. And then understanding really why, if you know this individual, you know of this energy personally, why it might be that they behave the way they do. There's somebody that has been enabled, and so they have kind of like a warped perspective of life, how things work, and especially in relation to others. I'm picking that energy up strong. This is not a healthy individual, a healthy, balanced individual. So you're going to want to be careful about energies like this that want to enter your space. Okay. So let's pull some energy on the second part of the message. We're talking about someone wanting to really they want to be with someone because of, their appearance or something about them. They really, really trying to get into their energy, interact with them, deal with them. Let's see what's going on there. We're just going to pull from the Pink Tarot again. I got to keep this reading just a tad bit shorter because I got to get up like in a few hours and catch a flight. So, like I said, I can always go a little bit deeper into this, but let's just get a little base information on this here. Spirit, we're going to see what's here. Yep, the Lovers in the upright. Something here that has to do with a union or a partnership. Some sort of alignment of values, a deep love. Let's see what else is here. What else, Spirit? So we can understand more about this topic. What do we have here? We have the Five of Wands. Someone might be a fire sign or a Leo. It's in reverse. Somebody's trying to avoid conflict. Interesting. Then we have the Page of Wands. So we got wands out here twice. That's interesting. This one's upright. Someone, once again, might be a fire sign or an earth sign. Yeah, this is dealing with like inspiration, ideas, discovery, potential, exploration, excitement, freedom. What else, Spirit? Okay. Well, let's look at our first three that's out here. Definitely, as I mentioned before, with the Lovers and the upright, there's something here about a union in relation to collective. But there's somebody in the energy or in collective's energy that's trying to avoid conflict, or either you are trying to avoid conflict. And there's a Page of Wands popping up here. More than likely, this is a fire sign in the upright. Somebody is inspired by something. Somebody sees potential in something. Somebody is a free spirit or sees you as a free spirit. They're excited about this. But for some reason, instead of just approaching, they're trying to avoid conflict. That's interesting because the Page of Wands is in the upright in relation to you, collective. It's not in reverse. Spirit, can you tell us more about who the Page of Wands is, or what's going on with this situation? Why is somebody so focused on what collective has? Why do they want to approach? Give us a little more clarity. Any other information out of this deck? Maybe I'm supposed to move on to the character and the role. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to try this one more time this way and see if anything pops. Oh, there's a tower coming. That's interesting. Another fire sign. Yeah, this is definitely a fire sign. This has popped up 3 times now. There's a tower coming for a fire sign. And please remember, you know, a tower doesn't necessarily mean it's bad for your bad. It could just mean some really strong changes. Maybe this has to do with this conflict this fire sign is trying to avoid, or you are trying to avoid. Let's take a look at the character cards and see what is going on here. Because we kind of have a double header here with the energy today. Since these two came together, we're just going to pull the cards together, but it's interesting. I wonder if these two stories are linked. Okay, Spirit, messages for the collective. character. Oh, wow. We have the farmer card popped. Oh, because of cultivation and harvest. Something that collective has that is growing, they're getting ready to harvest. Something is here for collective. There's an energy that wants to approach, but they're trying to avoid conflict. And there's some kind of tower coming. These two stories might be connected. That's interesting. Yeah, I have the Avenger card. Maybe you all have some support coming, like some justice coming. If there's energies that have been doing things in relation to you to stop, hinder, block you, whatever, or just create issues for you, there's some balancing energy coming. Maybe that's what this tower is. Maybe this person, oh, avoiding conflict. Okay. All right. And then the last card that popped here was an educator card. So this is speaking about someone who's looked at as a mentor, a guide, or a teacher. So what I'm picking up on strong here, I honestly, just looking at the cards all together, looks like somebody's got some karmic energy coming in. That's what it looks like. And not to laugh at that, but it's coming. It hit me strong. Somebody's got some karmic energy coming in that they are trying to avoid. There is a tower coming in. Meanwhile, collective is getting ready to harvest fruits from everything that they've been cultivating and growing, okay? And that's literally what's on the farmer card, is a farmer standing in the middle of a beautiful wheat field looking at the fruits of their harvest. But there's an avenger here. Someone, some energy or something that has not forgotten what has happened here in regard to collective, and if some kind of balancing energy that's getting ready to take place, I believe is associated with this tower. It's a tower that I think the Page of Wands is trying to avoid. They're excited about what collective is doing and want to come in and come towards them. So this might even be linked with the first energy that we pulled cards on. Maybe they're kind of a haughty energy and they feel like they can come towards collective, even though collective would spot them right off as a phony or a fake. If they're not really who they say they are, they would be completely aware of that. But for whatever reason, as we read in the previous cards that we pulled, they're going to try coming towards you at least one more time. But there's a tower coming. That's why these two downloads came together. There's a tower coming for this individual or this energy. There's an Avenger type energy, which I believe is either ancestral or spirit team, like your spirit guides or your spirit team. There's something getting ready to happen. They will not be able to avoid this tower. Whomever this person is, this educator energy, this is a person who likes to study, research, is very intelligent. They like to access knowledge, or they may be trying to access knowledge about collective so they can approach. This is somebody who's considered as a mentor or guide or teacher. This could also be affiliated with the earlier pull. Somebody who's in a position or a part of a family that is respected or viewed as a respectful family. Unfortunately, there's some issues with this energy here. They're not coming across as an individual that is respectable. Maybe they're from a respected family, but there's some behavioral patterns and some choices here that are based off of their upbringing and being someone who is enabled. That's if these two stories are connecting. Wow. Anything else? Yeah, we have the Bard card. They're playing a lute in the image. So this could be somebody who is a musician or who enjoys music. You also might be a person who's a musician or enjoys music. Somebody is a keeper of tales, ballads, legends. Somebody, and this fell out right after the educator card. So this might be somebody who studies, legends or, I don't know, somebody who studies music. Somebody who studies history and epic events. It's very interesting. Let's take a look here at the roll cards. And we're just going to see if there's any more information on this person that is really, really interested in collective, like gotta have it kind of energy. Oh my goodness. The first card that fell out is the chosen one. Yeah, so this is definitely a member of collective that's being looked at by this energy. Unfortunately, this energy is not where collective is. Because the chosen ones, the collectives, those who are focused on their awakening work at this time, or awakening, I should say, and then the work associated with that. Because the awakening isn't the work. The work is what we do after we awaken to our true purpose and what it is we're here to do on an individual level, and then stepping into that and engaging with it. This has something to do with a member of collective and this energy really feeling a strong drive to approach, but it's almost like they know this could go badly for them if they try to approach collective. There's something they're trying to avoid a tower, basically. Either they're trying to shield themselves from their karma in collective's karmic umbrella, which would be positive karma. They're trying to shield themselves with collective, or they feel like by approaching collective, it could immediately draw karma. And so they're trying to avoid a tower. So somebody's kind of like thinking twice about it, but if these two stories connect, this person might be getting ready to try it again. One more time is what the card said. Any other information from the roll? Let's try it this way. I'm going to split the deck and see what pops out here. Very interesting. Interesting. So we have the Time Traveler card. Yeah, so this event may have already happened in the past, or it may be getting ready to happen in the future. Please remember that, outside of our 3D experience, time is fluid in both directions, so to speak. It's kind of ever evolving. But it is possible that for those of you who resonate with this reading, this may not have happened yet, or it could be something coming in the near future. We have the Substitute card. Replacement, Impersonator, Scapegoat. Now that's interesting that came out after the Time Traveler. That's really strange. It's kind of giving me the energy that somebody wanted to utilize collective as a scapegoat. Almost like they wanted to, Almost like they wanted to benefit off your energy, but not really give you anything for it. Because there's so much information coming up here in this reading about energies that are well studied or well versed, either on various topics or on the collective specifically, or whomever resonates with this message. These energies are they're from, families that are wealthy, elite, well known, organizations and groups that are respected. That's what's coming up in the cards. So it's almost like I get an energy of somebody, or an energy that looks down upon others that are not in the same, air quotes, level or ranking. And so they view those who are in that position as a scapegoat, an impersonator, somebody who's not the real deal, when in fact collective is the real deal and they are the impersonator. But for some reason, either they don't see it that way, or they just don't want to admit it, and they know it to be true, but they don't like it. There's something very controlling about the energy coming up here. Almost like their purpose in wanting to show up has something to do with controlling something. This might be why they believe they're going to immediately catch a tower, because if you start messing with the collectives in that way, knowing that they're protected, their spirit teams probably aren't going to be too happy with that. So this individual, this energy, probably is concerned about, like we talked about before, that indecisiveness about how to do this, how to approach. Well, there really isn't a way to do it without catching karma, but they're trying to figure that out. And it looks like they want to try that one more time. They're not sure if it's going to go good or not. They just don't have another course of action, I guess. But what I don't understand yet is, like, why is it so necessary to, even potentially put yourself in a position like that? What's driving, I guess, this energy? On the bottom of the deck, I have whistleblower. So there could be something here about an energy or someone associated with the collective that shares truths, maybe on social media or on a platform where others can hear it, or just talking with people. Maybe a lot of people respect them and they talk with a lot of people. It could also be that this energy here is a whistleblower energy, like basically some information is getting ready to come your way that they want to tell you, but maybe they're doing this because they want to try to avoid a tower. Maybe they feel like if they can come to you and tell you what happened before you find out, they can avoid a tower with you. And the others affiliated or associated with the situation might be the ones to catch the tower. No. Something really strong about the whistleblower energy. Any other information? Because it looks to me, guys, like these two downloads are connected. Well, let's see. We have dwarf. So we have strength, mining, solidarity, craftsmanship, underground. Huh. And then we have cultist. Okay. All right. Well, that could be somebody who is extreme. Okay. It doesn't always have to mean something very specific, like kind of like some bizarre, weird, esoteric cult. It could mean that this is somebody who's kind of like, because of the dwarf card and the cultist card coming back to back, somebody who's really like underground and secretive about either their beliefs, or they're kind of like a fanatic about something. Like they're very extreme in their practices or their thought process about something. And this could even be with the way a person views themselves, due to, like, For instance, we mentioned, this energy seems to be emanating from a wealthy, or more elite family. So they could be very extreme in their thought processes about the way they interact with others, or, how others should view them based on that. And it might be behaving in a way that's, not really appropriate. Excuse me. It's a lot of energy here that I'm moving out of the way to do this reading, but it could be that they're very extreme in their thought processes and their belief systems in regard to themselves and the way they treat others and why they have rights to do certain things. There's something really extreme. And that tired energy I'm picking up, it's like, excuse me. Yeah, it's like if this person is in your energy, it might feel very draining or like exhausting, almost like a leaky tire. Like why is the air keep leaking out of my tire? Like that might be the energy of this person being in your energy. And that's because they're an energy vampire. Putting it simply, there's somebody that wants to come around because they feel like they can get something from you. Then we have the alien card that just popped out. Extraterrestrial, otherworldly, unknown, cosmic. This could be relating to you, collective, because whomever resonates with this message is very unique in their energy. Maybe you do have a starseed origin. That could be something associated with the starseeds. And because your energy is so unique, excuse me, no one else will do, which totally makes sense with the download, because there was an energy here that just had to have collective at all costs. Like there was something in the energy that they would just do anything to get what they wanted. And that might be because of who you are, collective, how you show up in the energy. Your energy signature is so unique that those who, are energy vampire aficionados, or individuals or energies that want to control and be able to get the benefit off of the energy by controlling the person, or definitely just want to manipulate because you have gifts and abilities that they want to utilize in the way they see fit, not the way you see fit. That's enough to make an energy like this try to cling on and attach. So you're also being warned here to be cautious of energies that would like to attach to you, and they're making like a really big fuss over your energy or how unique you are. And you notice when you hang around that person, that energy, you feel drained, you feel tired, you feel exhausted. You're probably dealing with somebody who's an energy vampire. They just want to be around you because there's something that they get from your energy, quite literally. But at the same time, they're not giving anything back in return. So you might find that you're feeling very drained being around energies like this. But that is because you are very unique. You're not the norm. So if somebody's got a taste for energy like yours, they can't just go anywhere and get it. So they're going to be really drawn to come to you. So that might be why the second part of the download was coming through the way it was. Like they're just manipulating and just pulling every trick out of the hat to get what they want. So I'm going to end the reading there. Looks like it's more of a mindfulness, cautionary, like, let me be mindful of who I have in my energy, and giving you a little bit of background information on like who this might resonate with, because we're getting some descriptive cards, here in relation to the character and the role of who these energies are. So if you resonate with this message, you'll be able to gain confirmation through that. And definitely, if you have further questions or would like a reading, you can feel free to email me at the email address right there in the description box. And I'd be happy to do a reading for you to help you to go a little bit deeper. But a lot of information out here on the table regarding this energy that is just like basically, an energy vampire, their history of who they were and why they're the way they are now. So you can see that this is not a balanced energy that you need to deal with. This is something for you to be watchful and mindful of. And I note, once again, not paranoid, watchful and mindful. So if this is your message, this will serve as confirmation. But I'm going to go on ahead and hop off the reading, guys. I got to get a little sleep before my flight takes off early morning. But definitely sending love and light to whomever resonates with this message. Definitely be mindful of who you have around you and in your energy at this time. And, people coming around just to take, you should definitely throw a flag on that. Something is wrong there. So, if nothing else, you can see that from the reading tonight. So, I want to thank you so much for being here with me. Once again, my name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. I want to thank you for being here no matter what time of day you found this video. I'm super grateful that you're here. Please like, share, and subscribe, and definitely tune in daily. About every day or every other day, I'm launching videos so I can keep looking into the energy here and what is going on for the collectives. So you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I look forward to being with you in the next reading. Love and light.